Okay, here we go. Time to spin. Hey, look, it's not clicking this time. All right, here we go. It's landed on number 14. If I push that arrow down, 14, that's Team Blue. Team Blue gets the points. Da-na-na-na-na, Spider-Man. Da-na-na-na-na, Green Lantern. Okay. So we've got X-Men trading cards. 99 cents. When are these from? Well, it says AOL keyword Marvel, so they've got to be relatively recent. Copyright 1997. Okay, so we got ourselves some X-Men cards. 99 cents a pack. Although it does say, even though we've got a big 99 printed right here, down here, if you're in Canada, they're $1.39. Fuck you, Canada. Sorry. So it comes. What is this? It says we get 5. Okay, we get 5 Marvel cards. Collect all 50, and then we get 3 free Overpower cards. So these are X-Men cards with something else stuck in there. Free comics. Get a free 3-issue subscription to the new comic Marvel Adventures. Mail this wrapper along with $1.50 US for shipping and handling to Marvel Adventures comic offer blah 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 blah. Allows 6 to 8 weeks for delivery, US residents only. Look for Marvel Online at marvelonline.com or on America Online at AOL keyword Marvel. Call 1-800-533-7711 for free AOL software. Again, I'm going to stress, take caution when doing any of that today in the year of our Lord 2021 or 2022 by the time this goes on fucking YouTube. Let's see who's in the X-Men pack. Well, I just ripped it down the back, so it looks like I'm just going to commit to opening it this way. I try not to destroy these trading card packs because I use them for, you guys know I use them for art, but I've completely destroyed them. Okay, so we've got the 5 cards. It looks like a checklist of some sort, and then the Overpower cards. So let's just take a look at the beginning. Here we go. Miss Marvel. She's not married. She is a bachelorette. If she looks like your type, hit her up. She's one of the X-Men, which also includes women. It's not just men. It's a generic, gender all-inclusive category. X-people. We got some power ratings here. Also, we got some power leveling here because her real name is apparently Carol Danvers. Carol was an astronaut who gained superpowers from mysterious alien radiation. That's funny, because most people just get cancer. So, she's got a 4 for strength, a 4 for speed, a 3 for intelligence, because let's face it, she's a blonde, a 4 for combat, and a 4 for her mutant power. I don't know what her mutant power is. She just gained superpowers from mysterious alien radiation. Oh, here's somebody I know. We got Gambit. Isn't he the guy that throws cards? Gambit? Y'all know about him. Y'all know about Gambit. Let's learn a little bit about our buddy Gambit here. Real name, Remy LeBeau. Gambit can charge any object with kinetic energy and make it explode, which is the reason why his stats are identical to What's-Her-Face, except his strength is a 3 instead of a 4. If he can grab any object with kinetic energy and make it explode, I feel like that mutant power should be a 5. Oh, hell yeah, we got Magneto! You guys remember that X-Men movie where Ian McKellen, he plays Magneto, and then the after-credits sting just shows him sitting in a park staring at the chess pieces, and then he realizes he forgot how to play chess? Do you know how many people I have pissed off with that joke over the years? Many. Okay, here we go. His real name is Eric Magnus. The evil master of magnetism is the most powerful foe the X-Men have ever faced. So he's got a 5 for combat, and he's got a 5 for mutant power. The guy whose ability only works on ferrous objects has a 5. Meanwhile, the guy who can turn anything into a kinetic bullet only gets a 4? Yeah, a 4? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Holy shit, we're getting a lot of characters I actually know. I'm actually happy about this. We got Nightcrawler. Everybody knows about Nightcrawler. He can turn invisible, can he? That's got to be way up there. His real name is Kurt Wagner. The mutant Nightcrawler can teleport. No, he can teleport to other places, not turn invisible. Anyways, his stats are identical to Gambit's. They got the same stats. In case you were wondering. Well, who's left? Havoc. Okay, not somebody I know. So he's probably not going to be ranked very high. Just Havoc. With a K. Otherwise it would be a physics... No, wait. No, Havoc with the K is the physics engine. Havoc with the C is how it's supposed to be spelled. Alright. Whoa! Real name, Alex Summers. Havoc can absorb sunlight and turn it into explosive energy blasts. Yeah, so can Venusaur. You're not anything special. He's got a 4 for combat and a 5 for mutant power? This guy has to have sunlight to work. Gambit just needs to pick something up. He can pick up anything. He can pick up a rock. He can pick up a fucking cricket wireless bill. It doesn't matter what. This guy, anything becomes a bullet when this guy touches it. Yet this guy needs sunlight to work, and fucking Magenta over here needs to have something that's ferrous. These two guys have powers that come with asterisks after them. Gambit's is literally just like, can I touch it? Want all kinds of cool stuff? Just fill out the form inside this mini mag, and you're all. So this is a miniature magazine. So Overpower Legion, what is this? Newsletters, hints and tips on what? Comics? The legendary global rating service, promo cards, a nay, invulnerable. That's spelled wrong. That's nay like a horse, not nigh as in nigh invulnerable membership card. And more? Then don't be a sissy. Join the Legion. Okay, let's take a look. This little mini map. I recognize that font. That's a very. Can we just appreciate this font? Can we just. This is like the Earthworm Jim font. Overpower. What is Overpower? Overpower is a collectible card game. In other words, you can collect the cards just like regular trading cards, and you can play a great game with them. Took all those words to say absolutely nothing. But you got over here Overpower chat rooms, trading card gallery, Marvel trivia, cyber comics. God damn, they literally ran the gambit here. I know that's not the right word, but fuck it. So, oh wait, this costs $10. When did this turn into somethingawful.com? They even had a national championship for this card game held in Chicago, Illinois. It doesn't say the year, but it was July 5th and 6th. And they had all these different phone numbers you could call for information on all these different tournaments. They had one in New York, they had one in Toronto, they had one in Huntsville, they had one in Hemet, California, Seattle. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, well, let's see what Overpower cards we got. It came with 3 of these on the house for free. The Incredible Hulk, doing the Hulk smash. The opponent must immediately discard one placed universe card of Hulk's choice. So, I guess that just means I get to pick a card and you discard it. Alright. We've got, Who? Who is it? It doesn't, it just has a 1. It has a weight and a 1 on it. That's all this is. Is it this way? Does it go this way? It doesn't say who this is. I have no fucking clue. I guess you're supposed to be enough of a Marvel Superman, or not Superman, super fan. Sorry, Superman is DC Comics, not Marvel. You're supposed to be enough of a super fan to know who that is. And then finally, the lot of Hulk here. Acts as a level 4 strength attack. May combine with one fighting card for a single attack. Green Goliath. Then we got the Hulk just hulking out. So out of all of the cards we got, okay, let's take a look. So I guess the easiest ones to eliminate are going to be the overpower cards, because they go to a card game that does not correspond to what we were actually unboxing, so none of those are good, and I'm not a fan of the Hulk. Miss Marvel, I'm going to have to say miss me with that. Havoc, Mr. Solar Beam, I'm not feeling it. It really comes down to Magneto, Gambit, and Nightcrawler. Now, I had an ex who had a crush on Nightcrawler, so he's automatically out, because that just reminds me of that. So now we're down to Magneto and Gambit. And I think they're both cool. But Gambit, goddammit, can turn anything... Okay, Magneto, he can shoot nails, right? If there's like a bucket of nails, he could pick up all the nails with his fucking magnet powers and turn them into projectiles. But so can Gambit. All Gambit has to do... The only difference is that all Gambit has to do is be able to reach the bucket of nails. And they both become deadly projectiles. So Magneto can do it from long distance, Gambit can do it from far away, and when he's done with it, the bucket becomes a weapon too. So I gotta go with my man Gambit. I gotta go with Gambit. Everything's a weapon with Gambit. He is Dead Rising incarnate, the original game for the Xbox 360. Everything is a weapon. That's what I'm going with. I didn't realize I had such strong opinions about the X-Men, but apparently I do. That's all they were. Just 99 cents a pack back in 1997. Just the kind of thing you'd see at like a convenience store next to the cash register, you know, where they keep the bubble gum and stuff like that. Just a packet of X-Men cards. Not from any particular set, not from like a trading card game, like some of they gave us some from a trading card game as like promotionals in here, I guess to try to get you interested in playing Overpower. I don't know how well that went over with it, especially with the little advertisement they threw in there for that. I mean, this ain't cheap, you know, printing little fold up things like that to stick inside you know, that all costs money. And for them to be able to still sell it at 99-cent price point, 20 cents a card, not counting the ones that you don't care about, all the extra guff you get in there, that's not that bad. They're cool enough. I think if you were an X-Men fan, what was this, 1997? Yeah. If you were an X-Men fan in 1997, I know that that's not really the golden age of comic books. I know that's where a lot of comic books were overprinted and they're not worth anything now or whatever. But if you were just a kid and you were a fan of the X-Men, these are pretty cool. There's nothing fancy about it. You get the character pictures, and then on the back you get some stats and you get some numbers. Hell, you could probably come up with your own trading card game based on these alone. You could play Top Trumps with them or something like that instead of whatever the hell Overpower was, which just seems to be a Hulk exclusive card game. He's not my favorite X-Men character. I think I probably like Magneto more as a character, but in terms of mutant powers, I think Gambit wins. Gambit, like I said, he runs the gambit. And I know that's not the right saying, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm sticking with it. All right, the bets are locked in. It's time to spin. Spin. Slowing down, it lands on lucky number 7. Who had green 7? Who had green number 7? Zahando's been guessing 7. Zahando, you're correct. Inside green number 7, we've got Jim Henson's Muppet trading cards. From Cards. The company is just Cards. I've never heard of them before. It's a look for randomly packed Tech Chrome cards, and they figured out a way to spell that differently so they could trademark it. You get a little close up on that word, a big $5 word, Tech Chrome. So what's the dealio here? From 1993, 8 cards per pack. Collect all 60 Jim Henson's Muppet trading cards and keep them in mint condition in your very own Jim Henson's Muppet trading card album. This customized album is only $12.99, including postage and handling, and contains 7 9-card collecting sheets. Yeah, that's 63. That works out. So there's really nothing else to go by. You got Fozzie, you got Kermit, you got Gonzo. Let's see what we got. See if I can open this without destroying the packaging too. No, I split the back open. God damn it. Hope we get a Tech Chrome card. So I assume there's going to be some amount of explanation for some of these cards. This is the Pig-Sidon Adventure, a theatrical poster parodying the movie The Poseidon Adventure, which was about a boat that sinks. They filmed in Floodorama. Here, I'm trying to read this. Filmed in Floodorama, so you'll go glub glub glub. Muppet Studios and Soggy Saga Cinema presents The Poseidon Adventure. Okay, so what do we got on the back of this? Actually, that's the checklist card. Checklist 2 of 2. So we're just not going to get any context for that. So here's Muppet Sports. Here's Kermit doing a long jump, and Miss Piggy is holding a net, and there's also a sandcastle that's been built inside the sand pit. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right down there. Man, this camera is not cooperating tonight. There we go. There's the sand pit. So are we going to get some description as to what's going on here? Okay, there we go. Frog leaps, pig keeps. With support from his coach, Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog fared well at this year's Pig-athlon. He won the gold, she won the frog. So that's canonically that they're fucking, right? Here's backpacking Kermit. He's going hiking in the great white north. He wears his pants really high up. This is Muppet Rock is what it says down here at the bottom. This is My Hair's All Over and Over. Clifford Kravitz, Cutting Hedge Records. So I assume this is one of the people in Animal's band. Is that supposed to be a parody of Lenny Kravitz? What's going on here? Musician, yeah. Muppet musician Clifford Kravitz. Musical influences. A Rasta development. That's a punchline that most people probably won't get, I guess. So many sprays I've tried, so much hair I've dyed, but baby, my hair is all over and over. I wear my locks with pride, sometimes parted on the side, and baby, my hair is all over and over. So that's apparently the song. I wish I knew how the song went. Maybe, is this a song that they actually recorded for like a Muppet special? I've never heard it before. Oh, okay, I see. So I know immediately that this is parodying fucking Garth Brooks. Dr. Bunsen Garth Honeydew. Yeah, there we go. So Friends with No Faces. That's a parody of I Got Friends in Low Places. I got friends with no faces, with no eyes and no ears on the sides of their heads. They're no mouths, so they can't be fed. They're not big on social graces, no matter what the case is. Yes, I've got friends with no faces. Musical influences. John Cougar Melonhead and Talking Heads. They couldn't figure out a parody for Talking Heads, so they just put Talking Heads down. Okay. This just keeps on going. I don't know if they're all supposed to be Kermit, but this is the group Tads to Toads, which again is a parody of Boys to Men. This is the song Friend of the Toad, which I assume is a parody of End of the Road. So most of these cards are all these fake bands. And now you've met the friend of the Toad. I'm sure you'll admit he's unusual. He's blue and furry and has a hook-shaped nose. He's a good friend of the Toad, but there's no denying he's unusual. The musical influences of this band are DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Frog Prince. Again, we're really getting out there with these references. So we get a parody of Tina Turner. This is Janice Turner saying, "What's hair got to do with it?" Fucking hell. What's hair got to do with it? What's hair but a place for styling lotion? What's hair got to do with it? Who needs a part when some bangs might look awesome? Musical influences. Hair Supply. Okay. And then again with Muppet, it didn't explicitly say that this was all just Muppet rock, because the first few cards were like joke movie there's like a joke movie poster and a couple of like physical gags, but then it just went into this Muppet rock and it never stopped. You can't stop the rock. This is Gons and Noses, Sweet Nose of Mine. I don't think I need to explain the joke behind this one. I'm pretty sure you guys you guys get it. I've got a nose that honks for me. It sparks a lot of inquiries from all my friends and strangers passing by. But now and then when I see my face, there's nothing that I'd erase, and when I stare too long, I smile and give a great big sigh. Oh, sweet nose of mine. Musical influence, Axl Nose. You can't do that when he's supposed to be Axl Nose on the cover. You can't double dip like that. Well, this is a weird pack of cards. Which one is my favorite? Oh yeah, these two are both called Muppet Sports. And then this is Muppet Rock. So I guess there's Sports, Rock, and then there's whatever this movie poster came from is. Let's weed out the ones that I'm not gonna pick. I'm probably not gonna pick any of these bottom three. And I don't think I'm gonna pick the long jump one, the Pigathlon. I tell you what, let's just cut to the chase. I think the Garth Brooks one is funny because they did a good job of parodying his album cover with this. Like, they did a spectacularly good job with the parody. I like this one, but it's not my favorite. If I have to pick a favorite, I'm gonna pick the checklist card of all things. Even though there's a checklist on the back, I really like this fake movie poster. I think it's funny. I think it's witty. This is the type of stuff that I associate with the Muppets, like movie parodies. Not so much music parodies, like Friend of the Toad. I can see what they're doing here. I think they were just making fun of contemporary music in the early 90s when all this stuff was relevant. Boyz II Men, Arrested Development, Garth Brooks, so forth and so on. But I'm not sold on that. I'm torn between this one and then the one of Kermit backpacking, just because this looks like a cute and funny picture. But I think if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to go with the Pig Siding Adventure, just because I would like... this is the type of card I would like to see more of in sets like these. More of this. And I think I say more of this, but I don't think I have any more packages of Muppet cards. So this is probably going to be the only one that we're going to open up on this channel. So, unfortunately, the staggering majority of them were... I think 5 of them were all music parody cards. Yeah, 5 of them were. They really blew their load with that. They went all in on that. This is only half the thing. So that must be the first half, because this is the second half of the checklist, and there's Muppet Profiles, Muppet Masterpieces, and then activity /checklist. I don't know what that means, aside from this. But this is the last card in the set. This is number 60 in the set. So we got that going for us. And then, judging by the back of this, the card before this is Cleopatra. So that's going to probably have the other half of the checklist on the back of that one. And that would be the one to look at, to find out just how many damn cards they have with music parodies. I think Tabitha's right. They were only really good when Jim Henson was alive. When Disney took over, I think the Muppets really lost their luster. They lost their magic, so to speak. So, unfortunately, Disney Thunder Alley strikes again. Disney ruins something else. And I know that Jim Henson signed that deal with Disney with the best of intentions, not knowing that he was going to pass away so soon afterwards. But I think it goes without saying that, yeah, the Muppets are nothing without Jim Henson. Let's spin the prize arrow for trading cards. And it landed on 19. Green 19. Green 19. Did anybody have green 19? Looks like whoever voted on green is gonna have a payday here. So, inside slot number 19, we have Alien 3 collectible card art from the movie. So, this is by a company called Star Picks Incorporated from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Copyright 1992, 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. So this says, from the complete Alien 3 trademark collectible card art set, and card art is one word for branding purposes, Star Picks brings you this special star pack, also one word for branding purposes, of 10 randomly inserted cards featuring chilling scenes and excerpts from the blockbuster movie. Cards from the superbly illustrated Dark Horse comic subset may also be inside. So, if there's only 10 featuring scenes from the movie, that means that the majority of the cards in the set are going to be... It says may contain special Dark Horse cards on the label out here. It's... Okay, I guess maybe they worded that badly. There's 10 cards in the pack, and most of them feature scenes from the blockbuster movie, but some of them might be comic book cards. They could have worded that a little bit better. I think I understand what they're trying to say now. Gay for Aliens is beside himself in chat, I'm sure. When you say gay for aliens, does that mean you're also gay for xenomorphs? I bet there's alien fan fiction out there. I bet. I know there is. Shit. I don't want to destroy the wrapper, because you guys know what I do with them. Oh, look, right off the bat. Right off the bat, we got a Dark Horse Comics card. How about that? Burned out, nobody on board, we thought. So there's like a skull. This is superbly illustrated, by the way. So what is on the back of this card? Whoa, okay. This is something a little more up my alley. This is a xenomorph inside the hive. This is on the back of the card we just looked at, the Dark Horse one. So okay, so I don't know if this is the wait. No, this is the front. Well, because this is the back of the next card. So, which I don't know what's the front and what I'm saying that's the front because that's got the cool stuff on it. Okay. We've got Ripley inside the cryo chamber, the sleep chamber that's been cracked. I'm gonna tell you, it's been a while since I've seen Alien 3. The most recent movie I've seen is Aliens. I think Game Over, man, Game Over. So I haven't seen. It's been even longer since I've seen Alien Resurrection because we just pretend that movie doesn't exist. So we've got that. So what does it say on the back? In hypersleep, light years are condensed into human seconds, and all is peaceful. None of us were aware of the chaos going on in the ship's bulkhead. The Sulaco sprinkler system must have been automatically activated to contain an onboard fire. Our cryotubes were ejected into the EEV, but a fire may not have been the only danger on board. And then there's like a xenomorph alien queen, I think, in the background because you see the mouth inside the little mouth. This must be one of the androids cut in half. What is going on here? Bishop, yeah, there we go. So, I finally found Bishop, or rather part of him, buried in a mound of rusting debris. So, I was able to connect Bishop's battery pack to the flight recorder. He reported some disturbing news. There had been an alien with us all the way, on the Sulaco, on the EEV, and now here, on this planet. So we've got, part of an android. I think I said cyborg, but I think they're canonically androids. Here's Ripley with her sporting her G.I. Jane look, and then there it is. We had no leader, no weapons, no way to fight it. Our only hope was to trap it inside the huge toxic waste disposal. It was the only place without air ducts. But we had to get the alien out of its hiding place and into the disposal room. I think I remember this. I don't remember this guy's name, but he's got a fire axe. Looks like a rap album cover, kind of. The screams had died down to mere echoes and hushed, panicky voices. Dylan went to investigate carrying only an axe. He reported that one of the prisoners had been killed, badly mangled. Dylan had come across the body in one of the side corridors, but there was no sign of the alien. Alien's always capitalized when they say it, because technically, I don't... Do they ever refer to the alien as a xenomorph in the movies, or do they just call it the alien? The xenomorph is technically the name of the design, and we know that outside of the movies, but are they called that in the movies now? I can't remember. Here's somebody found a face hugger, grabbing it by the tail. I don't know if that's a smart move or not. I'm gonna say no. It looks like this is filmed on the set of Saw 1, though. Is this a picture of the prosthetics that they use for the movie? Like the stuff that... What is that? Yeah. A final rubber model of the alien's head is constructed only after a series of schematic drawings were created depicting the alien from several angles. So, yeah. I was wondering what this was, because I was like, this doesn't look like anything from the movie, but it looks like part of like the animatronics, the puppetry. So, there's that. That's cool. I like behind-the-scenes stuff. What is this? Alien 3 presenting the comic book adaptation of the hottest movie of the summer. Yes, send me all 3 issues of the Alien 3 movie adaptation. Only would run you $9.50 plus $2 postage and handling, so $11.50. And you just send that payment coupon to wherever, and you get... I mean, I guess that's not a bad deal. $12 for 3 comics. I mean, if you're a diehard Alien fan, I mean, that's... They didn't count this as one of the 10 cards, did they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... No, they didn't. Okay, good. Good! This looks like a shot of one of the sets, like a wide shot of one of the sets. You can see some of the equipment from the crew hanging out down there in the bottom right. There. So what do we got? What does this say? The sets. Leadworks, Toxic Waste Disposal, Morgue, Infirmary were housed on this huge soundstage in London, England. That's cool. So this looks like another behind the scenes. I can't tell what scene they're getting ready to do inside this picture, but I'm sure the back will tell us. A team of puppeteers prepare the alien for filming on the ceiling of the prison facility mess hall. Scenes such as this one that involve more complicated movements from the alien require 3 people to control the rods for the alien's different body parts. So it wasn't CGI back then. I mean, maybe there may have been some CGI to enhance certain aspects of it, just like with some animated movies, there was sometimes CGI was used to enhance parts of it, but it wasn't just all CGI. The alien was a practical effect that required 3 puppeteers when it was hanging from the ceiling, shuffling and crawling around. So that's just what blows my mind is, and that's one of the reasons why these movies hold up so well, in my opinion, at least the special effects do, because a lot of it was all still practical. Now, I know there's some movies like Hellraiser where, what is it, in Hellraiser 2, they're, the one that takes place inside the mental hospital, there's that monster that runs down the hallway. I think the monster's called the Administrator, I think. And
you can see the fucking cart that they're pushing it on down the hallway. Like, they've covered it up with, like, fake flesh and silicone and stuff like that. But you can see the cart. Sometimes when, like, you can see the strings, that breaks the illusion. But when you think about the fact that it's still a creature that was created with, like, foam rubber and latex and stuff like that, and how gory and stuff it looks, you can still appreciate that. So I think this isn't Giger. This is somebody from the movie. This is Officer Harold Andrews. Occupation: Superintendent of Prison Facility. Notes: aggressive commander, strict, runs prison with a heavy hand. So this is I'm not sure if this guy lives or dies in the movie. Probably he seems like a disposable character, so he probably dies. Let's take a look. It's going to be really simple whittling these down. I'm not too enthused about the weird cast cards. Sigourney Weaver, I love you, but I'm not too interested in that. Black guy with axe, no thank you. Half of the android, no. Got that Alfredo sauce everywhere. Let's see. The guy holding up the face hugger by the tail is kind of amusing, but I mean, it's not really doing anything for me. Basically, what I'm getting at is I'm gonna slowly eliminate these one at a time until we're left with this one, because I really like the comic book artwork on this one. I think the backside of it is kind of lame. In fact, I think this is the backside because there's the card number right there. So this front part, and plus this front part matches the frames on all these other ones. So I think that the Xenomorph drawing from the Dark Horse Comics comic book is probably my favorite out of the set. And the others are cool. It's a cool set of cards. I've got a few more packs of Alien 3 cards floating around somewhere around here. But I'm going to have to go with the Xenomorph as my favorite one. Just because I've always liked the design of the Xenomorph alien. I've always thought it was an iconic... I hesitate to call it a movie monster, but it's a movie monster. It's a sci-fi movie monster. So I've always found it to be really cool, and that's why I'm picking this one. So this one's my favorite out of the lot, and then these are nice, but you know, these are just going to go with the rest of the collection of random mismatched cards that we've opened up on the stream. And then Flux says H.R. Giger really liked phallic designs. That he did. He incorporated that into a lot of his artwork, and that's there's people that like his artwork for that reason as well. I'm not telling you what side of the fence I sit on. Thanks for checking out this video by GatorBox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/GatorBox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/GatorBox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.